Welcome back to Night Mind, friends. Thanks for joining me in the dark again this evening. It's been a long, dangerous trek through the deep woods as we've explored the biggest 3 Slenderman web series online. We've watched all the tapes in Marble Hornets, run through the vicious cycles of EverymanHYBRID, and survived a plague of nightmarish computer hackers in TribeTwelve. But Slenderman is nothing if not persistent. His influence extends far beyond the few victims we've seen targeted so far, and his work has been going on for years. A whole realm has been built online of Slenderman web series connected to what we've covered so far in that time, covering the stories of more victims of the Tall Man than was ever suspected possible. This wider connected universe is known to fans as the Slenderverse, involving interweaving plots and character interactions between series. Though the 3 biggest names in web series are Marble Hornets, EverymanHYBRID, and TribeTwelve, only EverymanHYBRID and TribeTwelve are fully connected as the basis of the Slenderverse. It can be noted, however, that Marble Hornets is an existing web series in the Slenderverse realm that some of the characters have actually seen and occasionally reference, providing an interesting perspective on the possible rules of this universe. EverymanHYBRID and TribeTwelve come together to kick off the shared universe concept with their very first crossover episode. We've already explored both of those series in depth, but what about the series whose characters appear in the first EverymanHYBRID and TribeTwelve crossover that we haven't yet seen? If there's one thing watching all these web series has taught us, it's that New Jersey is a terrible place to live if you don't like being haunted, stalked, or attacked by monsters. While on the way to meet Noah Maxwell of TribeTwelve, the EverymanHYBRID crew stops to help out a couple of guys stranded on the side of the road who happen to be the main characters of a series known as DarkHarvest. Chris and Alex are already dealing with some serious problems by the time this crossover occurs, but they're even deeper into the issues they face when appearing later for a fully involved storyline point with Noah Maxwell. But who are they, and what have they gone through? Something quite similar to the Everyman crew and Noah, but quite different in equally terrifying ways. DarkHarvest began on November 26, 2010, when a man named Chris began recording odd experiences occurring in his new home. It had been going on for a few weeks after moving in, and Chris finally caught something on film. Two days later, Chris turns to his friend Alex about the video and asks what he thinks. He believes it's most likely a prank, but the next day, Chris comes home from work and finds that he's received an odd email message from himself. It contains 3 pictures, each titled Mortem Obere. The first shows us Chris's laptop displaying an image of the words. The second appears to be a doorway but is heavily blurred. The third is taken from the outside of Chris's bedroom window. The email was sent around the same time that the door slammed in the ghost incident that Chris recorded. He blames his friends who he's told about the sudden ghost in the house. Alex is probably right about it being a prankster. Chris finishes the video by looking up Mortem Obere and sees that it's a term meaning to meet death. Alex comes over the next day and they discuss the photos that Chris received. He says he left his laptop on and the window was unlocked, so he knows that contributed to the incident. It's not like the prankster broke in or hacked his laptop. Alex suggests setting up a camera in his bedroom if he's still worried about the email prankster. Alex grabs a shirt that he left at the house before leaving and sees that Chris has a flashlight on the shelf now. Chris claims that it's only there if he needs it. He begins the next video by saying he tried what Alex said and woke up in the middle of the night with the feeling he was being choked. In checking the camera, he found something strange. Over a week later, Alex comes over and Chris tells him what happened. He's not sure if he can stay in his own house any longer. Alex offers to ask his parents if Chris can stay during winter break, and they both freeze as footsteps are heard directly above them. The camera suffers severe distortion as they race upstairs and discover the ladder to the attic has dropped. Chris investigates and finds some old newspapers close to the entrance, but no intruder. He doesn't remember his family storing old newspapers. Alex goes through them later and finds a page that's been tampered with. There are months, names, and other items of information scratched out with a marker, but the article information is still legible. Something about a man named Mark McComber going missing from his home, an address that reveals itself to be Chris's own house. Alex is freaked out, so he leaves and Chris goes along with him. It's just after this that a mystery subscriber replies to the log entry with a video message. Chris appears not to notice the video reply. He goes back home and finds the power is out. Upstairs, he discovers his bedroom has been defiled with papers strewn all over the floor, many of them covered in operator symbols from Marble Hornets. He also finds Alex's shirt in his room, the one he left a while back and recently picked up after talking to Chris about his ghost issue. Chris investigates a nearby bedroom looking for signs of an intruder. In log number 8, Chris approaches Alex about why he went missing the other day. There's something he wants Alex to tell his viewers. He went missing for a whole day, then woke up on his front lawn with no memory of what happened. Alex doesn't want to talk about it. He gets upset and leaves. Chris follows but has already lost track of his friend and wanders around outside looking for him.
Alex, what the fuck happened to you?
Chris contacted the police and they checked the area for his assailant but found nothing. The police also watched the video he took and were informed that Alex is in stable condition in the hospital. Another video reply appears titled "Friendly Stranger" in German. The video is shot from the perspective of the man who attacked Chris. He had a camera of his own. We see the words Project Gabriel, Marco, and a coded message alongside the word Veritas. Chris and Alex provide an update on their situation and say that they've finally seen the mysterious reply videos. The account's name is Kind von der Ritter, which means Child of the Night. Gabriel from the message Project Gabriel is the Angel of Revelation. The numbers meant Michelangelo 1516 and the word Veritas means truth. Chris and Alex attempt to get back into the routine of normal life by taking a walk but soon come across tracks in the snow. They follow them into the woods out of curiosity and discover something strange among the trees.
What the fuck is that?
What the
Oh my god.
Do we need to call the cops? This is weird. Shit.
That was on those fucking papers in your room.
Oh my god, it was.
Dude, I'm going back.
Another video reply appears from Kind von der Ritter titled Nearer Still. In the next upload, Chris finds a video on his camera he doesn't remember recording. Alex is holding the camera and the zoom is acting up. Chris says he feels he shouldn't be staying with Alex anymore because it's potentially dangerous for him and his family. Whatever this kind von der Ritter wants has to do with him. Chris will also feel safe going back home now as his parents are back from their trip to another state. The reason for Chris's inability to remember this day can be seen in the background. Later, Chris follows through on his word to move back into his house, and Alex goes along to help him settle back in.
Alex? Alex?
Chris calls a friend to pick him up and they drive around looking for Alex. They soon find him and Alex is upset that he lost the intruder, but says the guy went down a strange back road. In following it, they discover some tracks in the snow, but they lead across a lake and the group decides not to pursue. Chris mentions seeing someone else as he looked for Alex, someone much different from the intruder they chased, and they go to the spot where he saw the man, but nothing is there now. Things become worse as Chris and Alex go to visit their friend Greg and, upon leaving, come face to face with the intruder.
Yeah. Get over here. That's definitely the guy.
No.
What should we do?
I say we just rush him. There's two of us and one of him.
We don't know what he can do, though.
What do you want to do?
Let's just try and approach him. We don't...
Hey.
Why isn't he talking?
What do you want? Greg! Dude, what?
There's a guy outside.
There's a guy outside with
A knife. Please.
Lock
Please.
all the doors.
Lock the doors. Lock the doors. Call the cops.
It's quickly learned that Greg has been seeing the man too. He's no longer an intruder, but a stalker on a mission. It's not just Chris and Alex he's after. Greg is also in danger and has been for a while. The gang manages to wait out the intruder's invasion of the house and escape unharmed. DarkHarvest capitalizes on the groundwork it creates from the first 10 videos from here onward. Greg becomes caught up in the mess in a truly unexpected way, and Chris and Alex spiral deeper into the mystery surrounding the masked intruder. As it stands, DarkHarvest has a total of 63 videos on their own channel, but a grand total of 76 if you count in replies from Kind von der Ritter. What immediately stands out to me about DarkHarvest is that it feels so natural as a series. The action is natural, the dialogue is natural. It's all so very casual and freeform that believing in its reality as an average person's video log is an easy task. The ghost in the house angle at the beginning works so well too, and Chris kept it going for such a good amount of time that anyone who doesn't come in knowing it's a Slender series will buy into it as a haunting. The setup is great. Average guy and his family move into a new house, weird things occur, and what very much looked like a ghost turns out to be something entirely different. The series also just feels comfortable as you go through it in the beginning. You're just riding shotgun with Chris as he tries to figure out whether it's a ghost or a prankster, and Alex complements the reality of the situation greatly with his acting because it doesn't feel like acting. DarkHarvest is considered the fourth member of the big three for very good reasons, and some of them are apparent from the very beginning. The series also does an excellent job of obeying the rules of horror in that once things start to go bad for the characters, they only continue to become worse. These characters are going to suffer. They will suffer a lot, and the losses are going to stick and hurt them deeply on their path to ending the nightmare. The angle that DarkHarvest takes in its approach to Slenderman and his physical threat among humans is also unique, and it was a wise decision to go that route. At the time DarkHarvest appeared, no one else had done it. It was entirely new and very threatening. It's not just the tall man that these characters have to worry about. There's an entire group of extremely dangerous people involved that have a very pointed agenda, and that threat never stops being real or eases off of our protagonists once it's discovered. As stated earlier, Chris and Alex of DarkHarvest show up in EverymanHYBRID first before encountering Noah of TribeTwelve later, and it's from EverymanHYBRID that we're introduced to our next stop in the Slenderverse. Meet MLAndersen. It's his birthday today, January 17th to be exact. Released from the hospital just the day before, Michael is starting a video journal for his doctor in order to track his progress outside of treatment. What treatment would that be exactly? Michael doesn't say, but he does have some pills that he's been given. He doesn't quite tell us what those are for either. Michael continues his new daily habit the next day and informs us that he's been up for about 18 hours. 3 hours of sleep are all the rest he's gotten in the last 3 days. He's also bought a camera because his webcam doesn't seem to be cutting it for these vlogs, but will stay with the webcam until the new device arrives in the mail. Michael reports that he did dream when he slept for those 3 hours after taking his pills, which we now know are meant to deal with his insomnia. He took them just after recording his first journal and dreamt of an alleyway in black and white. He couldn't move as a tall, black, ominous object stood in the middle of the alley, a grandfather clock. The clock had no numbers on its face and the minute and second hands were outstretched, reaching for something unseen.
And could see something about to my left. It's a person, I guess. And the closer I looked at it, it was me and spooky. I was just kind of staring at it, and I attempted to get my own attention, and it didn't work. I was walking towards it. As I kind of looked at the clock, it had that pendulum swinging back and forth, and the clock face was empty. There's no numbers, but there was the arms back and forth and swinging at weird angles like they were coming out of the clock. Just long, dark, black arms. And I was walking towards it, and as I was watching myself walk towards it, I just got this sense of dread that was not good, that was bad. And I tried to stop myself. I tried to yell out. I couldn't. I got closer and closer, and I started to move closer to it as well, almost to the point where I could touch it. And as the other me reached out, tried to grab my own arm, and the instant I touch it, there's just this loud ringing noise, and I woke up. Not really a nightmare, not really anything, but it's just new. I haven't had a dream in a very long time. It's kind of weird. Not much else to put on here, so that's what I got.
Journal number 3 is filmed using Michael's new camera, and he says that he's still having the dream with the grandfather clock ringing at the end. Sleeping issues persist as well, but Michael is cut off from telling us more as a knock is heard at the door behind him.
I mentioned it before in my last video. I thought like I was being followed, like I was being watched. been parked here for about 2 minutes. I need to know that this isn't just in my head. You know that other people can see this too. I could hear it. It's the same ring from my dream. It's like he's trying to talk to me. What the fuck is it? You can't be human. You can't. There's no way.
Michael's next video journal is a much happier upload. He describes managing to catch 40 hours of sleep in the past 3 days and has been taking his medication more regularly. He isn't having the same dream as before. Instead, he's been dreaming of his childhood, specifically moments of visiting the local park with his brother and parents. The dreams begin nice and pleasant, but suddenly everyone except for Michael disappears. He dreams of being dragged by the back of his shirt all the way to the alley with the grandfather clock, at which point his kidnapper lets go. The clock is now taller with the blank face more pronounced. He approaches the clock, reaches out to it, and hears a voice that repeats, growing louder as he approaches. Virus. In his sleep, he must have woken up and written the word down in a dream journal, but he doesn't remember doing so. There was also a souvenir left in his room.
I don't remember writing that in my dream journal. Sure as hell don't remember this, but I don't know. I don't feel safe. I'm gonna go crash with my brother, I think.
A new video arrives just after this titled, The Truth. Two guys we haven't been introduced to talk about Michael behind his back with his new camera, discussing how his subscribers are being led on. Michael has been on antipsychotics for years and is trying to trick innocent people into believing his story. One of these guys turns out to be Michael's own brother, who doesn't believe what he's been telling people but won't say it to Michael's face. Instead, he's opted to leave the video recording on his channel for Michael and all his subscribers to see. Michael returns in his next video journal and says he's been living with his brother Sean, which everyone knows now, because Sean and his friend uploaded the previous video letting everyone know Michael's private medical history. He's not going to deny what they said about him, but he's not crazy. In the middle of the video, Michael hears the doorbell. Sean's friend Eric comes in demanding to know where Sean is. He called Eric the day before in hysterics and he hasn't heard from him since. Sean is his roommate. He doesn't behave like this and Eric knows something is wrong. He apologizes for posting the video they took talking about Michael, but says it's no excuse for him to go and do anything outrageous just because he's angry. He believes Michael did something to Sean. Michael insists he hasn't done anything and is disgusted at what he's being accused of. Eric delivers an ultimatum. Have Sean back the next day or he's calling the police. The next video to arrive is entirely unexpected.
Michael, I love you and you know that. But I can't deal with you anymore. When you first started doing these little games or playing these little tricks on people, yeah, it was fine. I didn't really mind all that much. But you've seen where they've taken you. And I don't know why you haven't stopped. You seemed better after you got out of the hospital, but you're not. And you've gone way too far this time. For one, you blatantly lied to Eric. saying you had no clue where I'm at, except for on the night when we both left together. That night, that was the end of it. That person you said you've seen in your videos, I've seen him. At first I couldn't see him, but seemed the more and more I've watched them, I could see him. And I have a similar dream, this same dream as you. Except this time I can touch the clock. And I don't wake up. You have this way of spreading your thoughts or projecting your ideas across to other people. Kind of like it's some type of contagious virus or something like that. And I fully know why, that you saw the word virus in your dreams, because that's what you do. You're one big virus. I'm leaving town, so do not contact me. Don't try to find me. If I need to talk to you, I will. There's not much I can say. So I guess it's goodbye.
Michael expresses in his next video journal that he is very disappointed at being related to a virus, and the whole situation is just awful with Sean walking out on him. As he speaks, we witness something odd occurring in the room that lends weight to Michael's story.
I'm a virus.
I'm a virus. Like a cold. You can just catch it. You can catch the crazy.
I didn't want to hurt him. I didn't hurt him.
At the end, Michael admits he just wants Sean to come back home. The next video is another surprise, courtesy of Michael. The date of the event in the footage is unknown. Michael sits with Sean, who is clearly drugged. Michael tells Sean he was complaining about feeling anxious, so he gave him some pills to calm down. His demeanor and questioning of Sean reveals that he actually might be an unreliable narrator after all. They discuss seeing the Slenderman as kids, and we find out Michael spent 16 years in psychiatric care for telling their parents about it. Sean didn't support him in talking about it to confirm the story, and Michael knows it's not a story because he's held on to his belief for 16 years. Their talk does not end well.
You think I edited those videos or something?
I don't know.
You think I'm editing a guy into it, hired some actor?
You're not even, there's no one in them.
You see it too! There's 800 people that see it.
Look, turn the camera off.
I'm not turning the camera off, Sean.
You really are crazy. Turn it off.
Turn the camera off. Don't touch me like that.
Turn the camera off.
I'm not gonna do it. Sean, sit down.
Just tell me you see it, that's all I need.
Michael brings Eric to an alleyway under the pretense of leading him to Sean. Once there, Michael admits he lied and just needs to show Eric something.
I need you on my side for this. I don't know where Sean is.
You don't know where Sean is.
No, Eric, but there's a reason I brought you here. Come,
You don't know where Sean is.
Eric, don't.
Then why are we here?
We're here because I need to show you something.
Tell
That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Eric. 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 Look at me. Look at me. Eric, we gotta go. Michael, stay here. Eric, let's go.
Sean must have seen Michael's video leading Eric on in the alleyway. He comes by the house and leaves a message for his brother.
I needed to tell you something, Michael, but I couldn't risk it being in person. I tried calling you, but it would always go to, like, just saying that your number is disconnected. I tried emailing you, and it would always send it back saying it's the wrong address. I even tried going to your channel and contacting you there. I couldn't do it when you're here. Whenever I'm around you, I know something bad is gonna happen. Look, this thing wants to hurt you. And it's gonna hurt me and Eric and anyone that tries to get in its way for it to control you. It won't stop until you forget about it, and you need to forget about it to save us all. It won't stop.
The MLAndersen story continues to grow darker from this point, involving Eric to an even greater degree after disappearing the night of the alleyway visit. Sean walks the line between staying away from his brother and helping his family, ultimately leading to the choice being made for him as Michael's condition takes a turn for the truly horrifying. It's Sean's investigation that brings him to his meeting with Vinny and Habit much later in EverymanHYBRID, but the story of what brought him there does more than explain what Habit's connection may be to the Anderson brothers. MLAndersen stands as the strongest Slenderverse drama, with lots of focus on character and being in the moment. It feels grounded, goes for a lot of realism, and has a distinct professionalism to its overall presentation. This is a writer's web series. It stops for dialogue and conversations, character acting, and reactions to events. Even for moments of improvised dialogue, it feels very written and directed, which is quite a different approach to this format and genre. The upside to this is obviously getting to really know characters and seeing progression or, in some cases, regression of their personalities as they come to understand the true laws of their world. If serious moments of sitting down with characters in these horrifying situations and getting their insight on events is what you crave, MLAndersen will absolutely do that for you. The mystery is also contained entirely within one YouTube channel. Just watch the videos in order and you're all set. All the pieces are in one box. It's also worth noting that use of Slenderman is limited, and there are creative new ways of bringing him up and showing off the monster, which is always good to see. The MLAndersen story is 38 videos long, and again, all contained within a single channel. As far as viewers know, the story is still ongoing, so similarly to DarkHarvest, if you like what you watch, go ahead and subscribe to catch the next few installments when the series continues. While crossover events are always easy ways to pick up on a new storyline, sometimes the shared universe can be established by a quick cameo appearance, which is the case with our next two entries. From the MLAndersen crossover, we turn back to EverymanHYBRID for our first cameo serving as a tie between worlds.
So we are hopelessly lost at this point.
Terrible.
That's a good job.
Not only are we lost, but we're poor and kind of stranded. But we're gonna try.
We're gonna try to get back. Try to get back home.
Yeah. You want to ask that guy?
Not really, but
He's
okay.
like the first person we've seen.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Hey.
Do you know how to get back in 130?
You 130?
Yeah.
Yeah. See this road that's running along here?
Yeah.
You gotta follow that, and then you're gonna make a right.
Okay.
Your first right. Follow that, and I think you're gonna go over through 2 lights. Make a left.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be on Yardville Allentown Road. Follow that road until you see an exit for 130.
Okay.
It should be fine. It's gonna be past a couple schools and stuff.
Okay. You got that?
Yeah, I
Can you
think we can make it that far.
Yeah, I think we have enough gas.
Okay.
You guys look familiar. Have I met you anywhere?
I don't think so.
No, this is my first time in Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of a terrible place.
No, it's magical. Are you kidding me? I used to live here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, when I was a kid, it was great.
Oh, magical, sure. Yeah, well, plenty of weird shit happens.
All right.
Okay.
They're like
See
a
you
tank.
guys later.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
It's nice.
Kind of weird.
Who are these girls visiting New Jersey that Evan just gave directions to? They would be TJ and Amy from the Slenderman series TJ and Amy Film Projects. TJAProjects begins with a very simple idea in April of 2011. TJ and Amy are 2 college-age girls sharing an apartment, and TJ needs her roommate's help in filming possible locations for her Slenderman short film. Rumors of missing people on campus at the local college have resulted in jokes of students being abducted by the big bad Slenderman, prompting TJ to take the idea a bit further as the basis of a video for film class. Where have they decided to go for their first location test? A graveyard, of course. The location scouting goes pretty well, with the girls just wandering through the graveyard and making jokes for a while until they suddenly spot something very serious and run away quickly. The next video picks up from here immediately, titled Stranded. TJ and Amy quit running and realize that whoever just scared them was probably their friend, Jake, who agreed to play Slenderman in their short film. Amy didn't tell him about it, but TJ figures her brother probably did and teamed up with him to pull a trick.
Where's the suit's in the car? So Jake doesn't.
But he can't even sew. How would he have made his own even?
He has a key to my car. His parents gave me that car.
Oh. Well, fuck, dude.
You know what? My brother probably told him we were coming out here, being a fucking douchebag.
Dude, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Yeah.
I don't care if we're tiny. We can team up and beat him.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I think. Hold on. My batteries are dying, I think.
Oh, shit.
Go, go, go!
TJ and Amy head to their car after getting a bit more freaked out despite their notion that Jake is behind everything, only to find the car is missing. TJ calls Jake, who doesn't know anything. He's home and they can hear his family in the background. The third video picks up just after this, following the girls as they begin walking home. The car's gone. They have no other option and no leads where it may be. Along the way, their mystery monster appears and scares them off hard enough to separate them. By a stroke of luck, after wandering around for a bit trying to find Amy again, TJ encounters her car, somehow parked on a nearby street, and then finds Amy.
Holy shit, dude.
What happened to your arms? What? What happened? I can't feel much.
I found the car. Yeah. It's over there. How'd you get here? Let's go to the car. How'd you get here?
I don't remember. I was walking and I remember falling. And that's it. That's it.
Are those handprints?
What happened? Handprints?
Oh, hold still, hold still.
What happened to me?
What is that?
Dude, get in the car.
Let's go.
The girls get to the car and notice something just as strange as the vehicle's new location: a drop of blood on the dashboard. A week later, TJ provides an update on what happened for her viewers. Amy isn't doing well. She's barely sleeping, and when she does sleep, she wakes up screaming. She's acting strange and has ripped out her nose ring. They can't get a hold of Jake. He's apparently up in Michigan with his girlfriend, which means he was not able to do what they thought he did. TJ provides us with video throughout the week showing that Amy's wounds are uncovered and she's not speaking about them when confronted by TJ. Back at the apartment, Amy rushes into her room with TJ and is found crouched over a notebook filled with sporadic poetry, words, and scribbling, all relating to the site. It was just after discovering this notebook that TJ went to check on Amy and found her in the bathroom with her septum ring gone and nose bleeding.
What? What did you do? Where's your nose ring?
What are you talking about? Are we gonna watch that movie? I mean, I ordered a pizza.
You ordered a pizza?
Yeah.
Okay. When is it supposed to arrive?
I don't know.
Is pizza already here? Oh, what the fuck?
Later that night, Amy takes the camera to do some recording of her own.
She doesn't understand the fact that she wants everyone to see this. And yet I've seen so much in the site and the site, I mean, fuck, they cannot understand. I mean, I haven't left the house in a week since the things happened and I fell and my fucking arms, though I deny. Fuck, I mean, I keep having these dreams, these freaking nightmares, and it's so crazy. I mean, I don't know why you laugh about it, you know? I mean, you really shouldn't be laughing about these things, you know? I mean, no one in their right mind would be laughing about these things, but I mean, I called my uncle, right? He's like a member of the Indiana State Police. He's like freaking captain in that shit, man, and I told him what was going on. And what did he do? What did he do? He called my mother, and you know what my mother said? She said, oh, well, if she was, you know, a minor, maybe we could lock her up because they just think I'm doing this for shits and giggles. You know, who does that shit? I mean, sure, I'll admit, I do self-injure from time to time. I mean, you know, this shit happened once upon a time. But I did not burn fucking handprints into my arms. I don't know what's going on. I know as much as you people. I keep having these dreams and the no eyes and the no eyes, and it's, I mean, they see everything, and yet I feel like I'm seeing nothing. I can't feel things. I can't hear things. I can't see things. It's like I'm living only in half of the world. Okay, so I wrote a poem, right? Because, you know, that's what I do. That's what I do. I can't really write much, but, okay, here goes. The first she saw, he took her sight, and I mean, no, led by the hand into the night, okay? Okay, that happened. And the crazy thing is, they're all lying to me. I overheard them earlier. They were talking, and her brother, he said he didn't tell Jake anything. And why isn't Jake talking to us? I kind of find it hard to believe that he's in fucking Michigan with some chick. I mean, all this stuff is very too coincidental. I mean, okay, so she sees no more, sees all, and here I lie on freezing floor without a heart, locked door. And no, it's true. I mean, you know, the windows that surround me, that's enough to see the outside world. I don't think I have to go out there. But I mean, like, why are they all lying to me? Why are they lying to me? Is there something to hide? Is Jake hiding something? Is TJ hiding something? What's the big deal, you know? I mean, he knows all. And I say, I fell, I fall. And I can't stop.
I saw that thing Amy posted on YouTube, on our channel, with me sleeping, and I'm scared. I'm scared she's gonna hurt me. She's lost it. She won't answer the phone for her mom. She won't talk to me about what happened when she got those marks. She says nothing. I keep trying to tell her it was just Jake and his stupid friends, but I don't think it was them. I called Sierra today, Jake's girlfriend. He's not up there. He never even said he was gonna go up there. If it wasn't Jake, then who's doing this? Why are they doing this? I don't have a whole lot of friends. Amy is from a different state. I with what happened. She's not well, and the only time she is well is when she's drinking, when she's drunk, and I'm just back from getting her more booze, because the only time she's okay, the only time she's somewhat normal and not rambling and scribbling in her journal is when she's drunk. What kind of friend am I? I've known her since we were 10. What kind of friend am I to let her do this? I'm gonna take her to the hospital. She needs to be evaluated. I'm scared she's gonna hurt me or herself. I have to prove it to the doctors. And I hope these videos will help. None of it makes sense. None of it. But I'm gonna figure it out. I can't sleep anymore. Amy's barely eating. What she did with her nose ring, I took a look at it today. And she didn't rip it all the way out. Thank God. I'm gonna find out what's going on. I'm gonna get Amy help, and I'm gonna find whatever bastard is doing this to her.
In the following video, we join TJ again in her car as she drives home from her grandparents' house. She's just picked up her daughter after leaving her there for a while following Amy's accident the night of filming. Back at the apartment, TJ informs Amy that some rules are back in effect for having the baby in the home. TJ puts her daughter in her crib and seems to put the camera down shortly after, at which point Amy hijacks it once again.
So this business with TJ keeping telling me that I keep waking up screaming, it's really pissing me off. So I'm going to set the camera in the room so she can witness that I sleep just fine. I mean, look at her. Yeah, she thinks everything's cool, right? She'll find out. I'm gonna set it right over here. See you tonight.
TJ's next video comes after bringing her baby home once more. She took her daughter back to her grandparents' home after seeing the previous video, but can't keep taking her over there and making up excuses as to why. She decides her daughter will be staying in her bed from now on and tries to approach the topic of what we all witnessed on film.
It was right there. I keep looking for... The fuck is that? The fuck is this? Where's her bear? Amy.
What?
Did you put something in her crib?
No, what are you talking about?
Did you put something in her crib?
I didn't put shit in her crib, man. I haven't even been in there.
It's okay.
TJ drives around town to clear her mind after this and ends up coming across what looks like it could be a stairway to nowhere. She steps out of her car to investigate and discovers something familiar at the bottom. Her daughter's teddy bear.
There's something in it. Hold on. Start getting out of here.
TJAProjects carries on in the way we've seen so far, switching from personal vlogs between TJ and Amy to the filming of odd events and investigations. Aside from Amy's moments of lunacy with the camera, the girls display a great normality on video, not going too deeply into acting or pulling out full stops for conversation. It straddles that line between the everyday life movements in DarkHarvest and the character introspection on film in MLAndersen. Some viewers have commented that it moves too quickly, and I'll admit that it is a tad fast-paced, but that style seems to be working for their approach, which by all appearances is a bloodier, more sinister take on Slenderman hauntings. There are 44 videos on the channel, with the trip to New Jersey involving Evan's cameo coming just before halfway through the series. The next stop on our list comes courtesy of a cameo appearance in TribeTwelve, but one that's not too easy to make out in the dark while Noah films. In Bridge to Nowhere, Noah Maxwell stops a man sitting in his car to ask where he is.
Sir! Sir! Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, can I help you?
Sorry to bother you. Where am I?
You don't know where you are?
No, I don't know where I am. Where is this place?
Piscataway. New Jersey?
This just so happens to be the character of Lee from the series WhisperedFaith. In September of 2012, a young man named Lee wakes up at 3:20 a.m. and grabs his camera. He hears noises coming from downstairs in the hallway and ordinarily wouldn't be concerned, but it's a new house and his parents aren't home. We learn that things also haven't been staying where they've been put down recently in the house as Lee heads downstairs. There's nothing to be found, but plenty can be heard as Lee stops to listen to some noises in his wall. In a follow-up video, Lee reports having serious trouble sleeping over the past few days as the knocking noises in the walls have only become worse. As he walks around, we can hear a whispering sound coming from what looks like an attic entrance. Lee says it could be an animal, but it's not like any animal he's ever heard. He calls a local exterminator to come by and make an assessment.
Can you get up there? Yeah. Sorry about all the boxes and shit. We just moved in here.
No, that's fine. Anything else I can come back. I don't know if you're everything. You just gotta check inside.
Alright. You see anything?
Yeah, just a big hole up here. Probably a possum.
Is that it? Can I come see?
No.
Do you find anything?
Nope, just a hole.
That's it, really?
Yeah, that's about it. You got any other questions?
No, not really. Like there's no indication of what's up there?
Nothing to tell right now. Everything looks alright. Just the hole, probably a possum and everything. If you need anything else, I'll leave my card at the table, and then you can give me a call then. Thanks.
Wait, really? Like, what the? You're really just? That's it? Seriously?
Cards on the table.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I got other calls to get to. It's a very busy day for me. I apologize for the inconvenience.
Lee shows his friend Mo the video he took of the exterminator's visit. He makes sure to point out the noises coming from the attic. Mo suggests that it may be a prankster, which Lee denies. Just as they begin to argue about it, a noise is heard upstairs in his room and they rush up to find the source of the sound. Lee finds nothing except claw marks in the poster on the back of his bedroom door. The next video begins with Lee reporting that something significant happened 2 nights before. He woke up around 4 a.m. upon hearing a noise downstairs and proceeds to play the video. It's easier to show than to explain. There's a clatter in the kitchen. Serious noise. Something is definitely down there, but Lee doesn't have the luxury of lights to help him. The power is out.
After that, my camera stopped working. I don't know what caused it, but it started working again last night. And I ran out of the house shortly after that. I slept in my car that night. I came back in the morning with Mo. We looked everywhere for that thing. Everywhere, anywhere it could possibly be. We couldn't find any sign that it was even there. There was no sign of it. Nothing whatsoever. Haven't heard anything since. So I'm hoping it's all over.
In the next video diary, Mo decides to sleep over to help with the intruder situation and can be seen lying on the floor next to Lee.
Lee. Lee, wake up. Wake up. Lee.
Dude, what the fuck?
Look at your arm. What the hell?
What?
Your arm. Your arm.
What the fuck? Dude. What the fuck?
What?
I can't feel it.
Oh, that's good, right?
No, I can't feel my arm.
Get up. Get up. We're going to a hospital. Get up. We're going to a hospital. Dude, come on. Wake up. Go. Dude. Shit. Stand. Dude, stand. Stand.
I'm trying.
Stand. Hold the camera in one hand. Get my shoes. Hang on. How are you, dude? What do you feel? What do you feel?
I feel really dizzy.
All right, stay with me. Stay with me. All right.
I can't even feel it.
Hang on. All right. Take it slow. All right. Easy. You're gonna be all right. All right.
All right, yeah.
Don't worry. Fuck. Sure. You good?
Not really.
Hey, get your shoes on. Come on. Come on, get to my car. Come on. Shit, dude. Do you feel anything? Anything? Stay with me, dude. Come on.
What happened to my arm, man? What the fuck?
Come on.
Dude,
don't. Turn the fucking camera off, dude. I don't want. Fuck this shit you recording. Come on, dude.
We find with the next upload that Lee was kept on suicide watch at the hospital and received a load of stitches. Now back home, he hasn't encountered anything threatening for a while and decides that there's no more reason to make video records. He appreciates all the supporters in the comments in this odd series of events and says goodbye. Shortly after this, a new video appears that shows not everything is alright.
Hey guys, it's Lee. Just making this video to update you all on what's been happening over the past few weeks. As a lot of you probably saw about 2 weeks ago, a video was uploaded to my channel by someone who wasn't me, featuring footage taken of me in my house, unaware or asleep while I was being filmed. And the next day, I got some footage. I got a note slid under my door featuring this symbol, and on the back, this YouTube address, which led me to the video. And needless to say, it freaked me the fuck out. So I started staying at Moe's for a few days. And I've been there for actually a while, but I came back here last night to collect a few things. And while I was going through my closet, there was a hole in the back of my wall that I had never noticed before. And so I opened it up, and inside I found this. Same fucking symbol. Obviously it means something. Don't know what, but I opened the box and I'm just making this video now just to show you all what I found. So
the box is clearly full of documents at first glance, but the first note is very telling. A message addressed to someone named Lenny. Lee keeps digging, and at the bottom, he discovers a knife that sets off a hint of audio distortion to the sound of a tuning fork. We then watch as Lee is somehow compelled to prick his finger with the knife and suddenly appears in the woods immediately after coming to his senses.
Hello? Hello? Dude?
Yeah, what?
Can you come pick me up?
Where?
Somerset?
Why the hell are you in Somerset? Where have you been, dude?
What?
Where have you been? You've been gone for 2 days.
What?
You've been gone for 2 days, as in I haven't seen you in 2 days, and no one else has seen you in 2 days. Where did you go? Did you disappear?
The fuck are you talking about, dude? What do you mean? I was in my house 20 minutes ago.
I went to your house to pick you up, and you weren't there, and I called you, and you never answered your phone, and the same thing went on for the past 2 days.
Can you just come pick me up?
In the next video, Connections, Lee gets an invitation from the same person who slipped the original note under his door leading to the secret video. He ends up going to the spot described at the appointed time, and Mo drives him there. Once at the meeting place, a park, Mo insists on going in with him, but Lee puts up a fight. In the end, Mo hands him a switchblade and lets him go on his own, though he's clearly reluctant. Lee meets a girl between two trees who has received the same kind of invitation sent to him, and the sound of a tuning fork is picked up by the camera as they speak, similar to the song of the knife buried in the box from earlier.
Have you been hearing, like, noises or anything in your walls, seeing anything weird, anything you can't explain? Anything, like, crazy or bizarre? Fuck. Place is great. Fucking noises. Fuck.
And that's a wrap. Thank you, Lee. Sorry if he scared you. We're shooting a movie for school. He needs your fear to seem real. Like, sorry to come out here.
What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck? What are you doing? Dude, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
You can drop it now, dude. We're done.
What the fuck was that?
We're done.
Dude, what the hell?
You were scaring that girl half to death, dude.
I'm fucking scared half to death, dude. What the fuck are you doing?
All right, dude, you can't bring strangers into it like this. You can't just barge into them and scare the
She's
shit.
going through the same shit I'm going through. She got the fucking same message, the same fucking symbol, everything. Telling her to come fucking here, same time, same place that I was invited to. What the shit, dude?
All right, well, I just gave her your number, all right? So she has, if you pretty much just unloaded all your fucking little problems to her.
There's a fucking connection here. What the
Yes,
fuck?
so I gave her your fucking number. So if I said for any questions about the movie, so if she has any shit that starts to go on similar to yours, she'll text you, I guarantee it, all right?
Fuck, dude, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like anything about this.
You and me to both, dude.
Fuck.
Sometime after the park meeting falls through, Lee takes some time to study the invitation again in his bedroom. This scene doesn't last too long as the power goes out, prompting Lee to head downstairs and find the circuit breaker. On the way back through the garage, he hears laughter outside the door to the yard and runs upstairs. He heads straight into his bedroom and checks the window.
We know you're here, Carrie.
He told us so.
He foresaw it. Search the rest of the house. Yes. I know. What were we supposed to do?
It quickly becomes clear to Lee from this point that he's dealing with some very deranged individuals. He's got a cult breathing down his neck that's somehow connected to the beast from his room. This beast, of course, is the Rake, a monster almost as famous as Slenderman. Lee teams up with Mo to begin the search for answers in regard to this cult's purpose and why exactly they want the box he found in his closet. WhisperedFaith does a good job of setting up the mystery and leading you into something unexpected. Not many series use the Rake, and similar to DarkHarvest, the first few videos about strange activity in the home set you up for a good trick. The footage of the Rake is well done with its gangly, outstretched limbs and crooked form crawling across the floor, and I've really got to hand it to whoever did the makeup for Lee's arm after his wounding. As he heads downstairs with Mo, his arm takes on the appearance of actually growing worse and more infected looking with each new appearance in front of the camera. Mo is also one of the strongest characters in the Slenderverse, bringing a serious personality and confidence to whatever scene he's in that I just don't find in anyone else. Lee presents a more incredulous character who's actually more interested in developing events than other protagonists who also hate what's happening to them, and the pairing of he and Mo in their investigation is a new approach I enjoy. WhisperedFaith consists of 39 videos, all on the same channel, and like the other Slenderverse entries mentioned here, events and circumstances only get darker and more devastating from this point onward. A good amount of videos also cross paths with the final series in our Slenderverse list, Keratin Garden. This series also began in September of 2012 when a girl named Story Parker decided to record nail polish tutorials for anyone who wanted to try out some new techniques. She begins with a very calm, simple tutorial video for a drip manicure and quickly moves on to the tissue paper manicure technique. Things are going well as Story gets the hang of using her new camera, but it appears to be malfunctioning as distortion rolls through the footage at a few different points. The camera also seems to be turning itself off and on as we see from the end of the video.
So anyways, yeah, let me know if you want me to do anything. I'm having a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.
The next video appears 2 days later, a tutorial on painting stripes on nails, but viewers caught something within the first few seconds of the upload that doesn't seem to fit with the idea of the channel. Hidden in the very first frame is what appears to be some kind of skull in black and white. Story doesn't seem to notice its appearance in the video description, but it may be she's distracted by other things on her mind, like a persistent cough that interrupts her tutorial. At the end, she does mention seeing the distortion from her previous video.
And I also wanted to say, sorry about my last video. It was really kind of strange. I just upload my videos to this channel without editing them, so I don't know why my camera's messed up. I hope this one doesn't come out like that, and I don't know much about editing a video. I can edit pictures, I think, you know, like in iPhoto, but yeah, I don't know what's going on, so.
The next upload is a warm greeting. Story answers questions from viewers about her channel and celebrates getting her first few community messages. She's using her webcam now instead of her main camera because she knows how it's just not working properly. She talks about her bird, Darwin, and that she's had a little bit of a bronchial sickness going on to cause that cough that she's been dealing with, but is doing better now. More nail tutorials are sure to come within the next few days. Except a slight interruption comes first that does require our attention.
I just finished a nail video for you guys. Here's the manicure. But I don't think I'm gonna post it. And here's why. I checked the mail right after doing that video, and whoever sent me this, if you think sending someone's bloody nail clippings to me makes me happy because I have a nail blog, you're wrong. And if this is some kind of sick joke, stop. I love doing these videos for you guys, but I don't want presents. So, I mean, I assume it's for me because, you know, I don't have any idea why anyone would send this to my parents. And I have the nail blog. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know how anyone got my address or got into our mailbox with the, you know, lock. But don't do it anymore. It's not cool.
Story follows up by conducting a small test she found online to see if the blood is real or if it's just red dye of some kind. Using the chemicals outlined in the guide, she tests out the nail clippings and finds the result is positive. The blood is real. Tutorials continue in what Story seems to consider a better environment at her friend Nikki's house. She, Nikki, and Layla are having a sleepover and conducting a nail tutorial special to get Story back in the swing of things after the bloody nails prank.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
So, I let Nikki borrow this movie. It's called Eastern Promises. It's kind of older. Came out, you know, a few years ago.
So yeah, so either way, the recommendation I think is really good just because Vigomortensin is in it.
My body's getting used to the antibiotics because it keeps coming back.
messaged me after I uploaded it and was like, "Are you okay? That cough sounds really serious."
Oh,
I'm like, no, but
sweet.
yeah, but I coughed like twice and it was like, heh, heh, like barely. I made sure I wasn't coughing
Dainty
like,
coughs.
in the video. Yes, dainty girly coughs.
Next, we join the girls at a local bookstore in front of what appropriately seems to be the paranormal section for some discussion. They did see the mysterious figure in the last video and decided to address it on camera together. They chalk it up to some kind of prank by someone they know who probably just wanted to interrupt the channel idea they thought was stupid. It's the only logical explanation they can come up with under the circumstances. Story advises Nikki and Layla to have their own cameras ready just in case they come across anything strange in light of recent events. She's also going to put the manicure channel idea down for a little while until the heat from this prankster dies down. The next upload comes as a dual perspective piece featuring Nikki and Story. Nikki is experiencing a power outage and will be spending the night at Story's. When Story arrives, she goes downstairs to meet her and, after heading to the car, they spot some kind of brochure placed under the windshield wiper of Story's vehicle. Nikki checks it out in the car and finds it holds a picture inside with writing and numbers on it. Story appears to recognize the location but has no idea where the picture came from. Slightly rattled from yet another mystery gift, Story relaxes later that day with a nice shower.
Hey, darling, how you doing? Who's my boy? You love taking a shower. Yeah, who's the pretty bird?
Who's that? Oh, hold on.
Layla takes the camera next, announcing that Story's not up to recording after the event of the last video. Layla is determined to find out who's doing this, so she'll be recording as much as she can to see if they can catch this guy following Story. We head out with Layla on her way to the store, where she comes closer than she even realizes. Nikki submits her own video next, asking Story about what just happened in the shower video.
Hey, Story. Hey, I think we need to talk. What did you just upload? Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm not sure.
When was it?
Last night.
Were your parents home?
No.
I'm going through the video right now. Have you seen it screen by screen? Have you called the police? There's definitely someone there. Have you called the police?
No.
Why not? Story, why not?
I don't think they could do anything.
You could at least report it. You could at least tell them so that they know a guy's broken into your house. You know, it could be happening to other people in your neighborhood.
I don't think that was a guy.
Okay, or a girl or whatever.
No.
What?
I don't think that was a guy or a girl.
What?
Nikki, I don't want to talk about this right now. I'll talk to you later.
While Story doesn't feel like talking, she does seem up to investigating on her own. We watch as Story heads to the spot where the picture from inside the brochure was taken. She comes across a gate with a lock on it, but uses the numbers from the picture to get through. Story wanders a bit, looking for anything that could explain the importance of this location until finally coming to the riverbed. And from here, to be completely honest, I don't know what happens. Taking a walk through Keratin Garden for this video was my first experience with the story. I'm already familiar with the other series listed here and know the events. Keratin Garden is new for me, so I haven't really watched beyond this point. But I can tell you that is a mistake I am going to rectify immediately, because Keratin Garden is one of the freshest, most reinvigorating Slender series I've seen in a while. I always love a good trickster setup. Keratin Garden does a good job of setting the trap with a false premise at first and then bleeding the true intentions through to the audience. It's also one of the absolute best series for natural acting and casual atmosphere. The pacing is great, the reality is great, the progression works. It's all good stuff here. There's a lot to learn from Keratin Garden, and it's very unique in so much of what it does. It will also bring back something rare for viewers that they might miss from Marble Hornets: Slenderman paranoia. As you go through certain situations in Keratin Garden, you're on the lookout to spot him in the video. The paranoia that he's lurking somewhere in the background is real, and you're on the hunt. It's a feat that's tough to achieve, but Keratin Garden pulled it off. As it stands now, the series is 50 videos strong and just recently updated this month. It's ongoing with a recent activity. I'll be glad to watch it for sure, just as I've been glad to check out the other series featured in this video. There's something great to be found in each of the shows we've looked at tonight in the wider Slenderverse. I find that every approach manages to capture one really well-done element in comparison to its peers that not only helps to make their appeal, but also teach others who want to get in on the web series scene how to pull off certain feelings and storytelling devices. This is by no means an exhaustive list of all the Slenderman web series out there. The actual list of active Slenderman series can be found in the video description below Keratin Garden's link. But in terms of the universe anchored by EverymanHYBRID and TribeTwelve, this is the end of the line. If you still haven't satisfied that Slenderman hunger after going through the big three with me, try turning to any of the series in this video to satiate that craving. And as for events on the Nightmind channel, it's way past the point where we should have left these woods. The map is gone, the food's run out, the water bottles are empty, and there's no more footage left to record on the camera. It's time to go. Slenderman's legacy is going to stay for quite a long time, make no mistake about it. The web series surrounding him aren't finished, and the night minds his legend has inspired will go on racing for many years, but our investigation in this particular forest is done. Maybe in a couple of seasons we'll come back to open up the shows we've looked at tonight in their own dedicated videos. Maybe even an explained series or two if there's anything to be explained. But as of this moment, coverage of the Slenderverse is over. It's time for Mr. Tall, Pale, and Faceless to hand over the spotlight to some brand new monsters, myths, and murderers. Slenderverse has been a long, dark, and very fun night in the woods, but dawn is creeping up over the horizon and tomorrow brings a much bigger view of the grand wide world of horror and dark media. What kind of Nightmind would I be if I only ever thought of one thing anyway? Thanks for joining me in the dark again this evening, friends, and a sincere thanks to all of you who have stayed with me for our trek through the Slenderverse. Do check out any of the series mentioned that you're interested in, and subscribe if you like what you watch. Always remember to honor the creators who made the content. I may introduce them to you, but they're the reason it exists in the first place, and respect and praise goes to them first. I'm Nick Nocturne, and unlike Slenderman, I'll be seeing you again real soon with a much wider lens and reach to bring you the latest and greatest in the full wide field of horror, darkness, and mystery. Once again, thank you all for joining me in the dark this evening. Good night and sleep tight.